Welcome to my channel, and tonight is my first game of the season. Earlier, Crimson had started his season with a win, I meant to say, and I'll be facing him next week. So sit back and enjoy.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, it's time to turn the page to a new era in Indianapolis as the Colts are led out for the first time by their new quarterback, the veteran Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers exchanging one shade of blue for another. How about 16 seasons with the Chargers? Totally identified with that franchise. Now we get to find out just how much life is left in that 38-year-old arm. And with the Colts, I think they'll have a great chance to establish a running game and throw the ball downfield.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State, it's USF's Marlon Mack. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The linebacker, Myles Jack, able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They are led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season from Washington State, a former 6th-round pick in Gardner Minshew.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the 2nd quarter of week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Josh Oliver, 69 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter.
Anyone who sent me a message, I can't see it on my screen, so.
Guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's tackled at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here comes Westbrook. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Here's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Yeah, for anybody who just messaged me, I can't see it on the screen because I don't have that on right now.
Tyler Eifert in Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
What you're seeing on the screen is what I'm seeing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man.
Yes.
Caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it's up and good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Nothing.
I'd like to give a shout out to Sonia, Fat Cup, Crimson,
He'll kick this one away.
and Brian.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Yes!
He brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
I'd like to welcome all 4 who've joined to watch my game. Thank you.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for subscribing to my... I got my YouTube channel on my phone. It's the only way I can see what's going on. Thank you.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain.
Man, they got
to
do that.
2nd and right at a yard. You're down. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet just
this is Madden 20.
your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. To the goal.
Wow.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
30-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
24. Colts nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they
it's worth buying. It really is. And if you do, join our league.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I think they have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Minshew sets to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can't.
Oh yeah, I don't have PS5 either. I got the PS4.
Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Minshew. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
What the hell? Goal missed? What?
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Oh, I thought they denied. I thought they denied that at first.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
The 37-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Able to fight through one tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. His throw incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd and short.
And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019, and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Mack gets hit, and the ball is free. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
My God.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet. Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Minshew looking to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Pout, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, 48 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Colts.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
180! 180!
They'll run it. It's Mack. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Jacobs brought him.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Pascal's got
I knew I shouldn't have picked that play.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
What I had them.
There by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Excuse me. I don't know if I want this.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Mack.
And I left that wide open.
And he gets it inside the 35, just shy of 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd of the yard. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The Colt ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about...
And that's caught inside the 30.
Yes!
Jaguars. DJ Chark, 69 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
I just got a message from you, Crimson. I can't answer it right yet. I just got to wait till the next break.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife
Okay, I got that.
and
Thanks.
the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll look to throw right away. He completes this one to Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing Rivers.
So you guys enjoying the game, or are you bored of it yet?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And the Colts first down.
From the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short.
Wow. Now they're starting
He's
to...
going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
All right, good.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll be dropped at the 20.
Man, I got to do something now. They're not...
6.
The stop by Tatum.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam,
Here we go.
Biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Incomplete.
Rivers.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that,
4th and inches. Shit.
A so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first
They're going to go for it?
In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Rivers. He's got his
Son of a bitch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying...
They're learning. I just don't know what I'm going to do.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers.
Oh.
He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the ball.
God. Oh, my God.
Much like a running back going through the line.
They better be going for a field goal.
Protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Shit.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
45.
I got to try something else now. They're learning. I can't stop them anymore.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over at 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And the Colts coming out now. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
First down, Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's in.
I didn't.
The one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in,
that was wide open there. Oh!
Terrific off season, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry from Mack. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle.
Got to be kidding me.
Another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Rivers pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense his past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
52. Colts 9.
Man, I gotta stop them from even doing that.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Their own 25-yard.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Well, Crimson, I guess you're not the only one. Oh, it's Surfside. Okay, never mind. I thought he injured one of my players. Anyway.
40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Minshew on target here to Chark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much
Third
time.
and one, what?
He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in there.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And a route is on here in this first half.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Rivers. This goes underneath to Doyle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What?
Operating from the gun. Rivers over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. 24-21, the final score. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. J.D. McKissick, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
For first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And shedding through the tackle. Fournette fighting through. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, 46 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So 2 plays on that scoring drive.
Jeez.
That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's
Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And of these highlights that we show here, I think the big thing to put an asterisk next to, 3 fumbles.
Swarming, swooping, making it happen, knocking the ball free. So many teams work on it, but you don't see it work quite as well as we're seeing here in this game. And they mix in taking one out of the air a little bit too. This team is swarming like crazy and making big plays.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw on third down. Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche.
Watch how he throws them.
It's coming right on top. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40.
Oh, I couldn't get out of that, but
return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this
that was my own fault.
Losing yardage back at the 42. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
1st and goal at the
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars continue to roll. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They did. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That banner went through.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Wow, I didn't mean for it to go there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're doing.
And he loses the football a second time.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. Fumble on the
Wow,
play.
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Rivers pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the
Shit, I'm letting these guys get through.
pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to it.
Yeah, man. Why didn't I blitz that?
Going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Of course they're going to throw the damn ball now.
Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The 20.
Yes.
Brings this one back. A fumble return for
Yes.
the score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at
their own. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle.
Fuck.
Slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. From the 31, Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home.
Good thing that worked out the way that did, because I thought they were going to run it again.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw on third down, Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack, and they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Or it's just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
I don't know who got that one, but...
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The previous play is under review.
What? It didn't go.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now.
I knew that's what they were going to do.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Rivers. This goes underneath to Doyle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete to Jack Doyle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. He found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to air one out. This is...
Yes!
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 54 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
47 is the mic. 47.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers caught left side by Hilton.
Pass
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for this with Mack.
Son of a bitch!
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far. Someone's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Gardner Minshew.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On the slant, this is Chark. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such...
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on.
Are you kidding me again? Oh my God.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
And he'll be taken down, but
wow, I didn't see that one coming. Yeah.
He got 29 yards that time.
Not that they're going to beat me now or anything.
Right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Mack.
What the?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Rivers on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Go, 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 go,
Now
go.
he's free. And he brings this one back. A full return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Well, I got to say, it's a good start.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Rodgers on the return. Now increase here as he's past the 30. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Yes! Wow.
Inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy with now 3 week one touchdowns. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later.
I still got one quarter to go to the end.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
That wasn't good.
For Andy. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative.
Not that I'm worried that they're going to beat me now, but
receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll give this one to Pittman. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that? And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, 62 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot.
I honestly didn't think I'd make this much of a...
Defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field. Maybe catch them back on their heels. And that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own.
And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive.
47 is the mic. Right here.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time.
Not that I'm saying I'm really good at this, but I think
they're looking sharp.
I think the settings are a little bit low for some reason or other.
There's a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this one through the uprights and good. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll drop here to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Dumps this one off to Mack. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before.
Wow, oh man.
A 1st down and then
like I said, not that
29 yards.
Not that they're going to beat me or anything. I just don't want them to get past 9.
It's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there.
Oh, thank God.
Ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Chark is he and the rest of the offense head back out. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 54 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he puts it through. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
Flag.
We wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Rivers now on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long for Rivers. He's got Jack.
No!
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, I screwed up there.
3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pascal. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Pascal. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Again, it's Rivers.
Shit, I did it again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 16-yard line.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it.
No! Oh,
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
Now, it ain't like I'm going to lose.
Touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. The pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
A little bit.
Takes him down the field in 8 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Yeah, watch this.
Yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. 28-yard line. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, when the Jaguars wanted to throw the football, they often looked at D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
What?
Zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
It'll be Minshew again. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo.
Shit, I did it again.
He'll kick this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers now from the 50. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For Michael Pittman.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Rivers.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he'll be out right at the 35. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 5.
I could have had that if I didn't do that.
4 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Minshew. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So we were looking at
I thought I was going to get that, but the hell with it.
Oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Block the screen! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! 40.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
brings up
And
second.
that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
Not that I really need this, but
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
1st down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Matt gets hit and the ball is free.
oh my God.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Oh my God.
Just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Well, Crimson and everybody, I hope you're still watching this.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now, I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He was physically cupping his hand to his ear.
A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish, though. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority, win at home, and they're going to get that done. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass passes completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, Rivers over the middle, complete. It's Doyle.
Rivers.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple
of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One last shot now for Rivers. It's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defense.
I didn't expect to win this game by that much, to be honest with you.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, that's my end for my broadcast tonight. I'd like to thank everybody who watched and leave a comment or whatever. And
back screen, you have 25 options. Game day goals is selected.
Okay then. Anyways, that's my live broadcast, and have a good night, and thanks for watching, whoever was watching.